Woo! I tell you something, guys. Last night's Nigerian Idol's performance, ranging from the top 8's performance to Kingdom's performance to Francis' performance, it put me in a very, very emotional place. I couldn't keep calm, I couldn't keep still. I was just mushy all over, guys. It was crazy, especially seeing Faith Jason opening the performance. And then I saw Dotu. Hearing Dotu's voice all over again, that was wild. And then Daniel, gosh, Emmanuel, Faith Mark. I didn't realize how much I had missed these set of people until I heard them sing again. I watched them perform all over again. Guys, it brought tears to my eyes. I felt sad. And listen, in as much as I am proud of the top 2 contestants, I'm also proud of Akuna for making it that far. Guys, at some point, I just started wishing that finalist position, that winner's position was available or open for like 9 more people. We would just pack all of them and shuffle them inside that position and say, okay, all of you, I declare you the winner. Guys, it was a very, very emotional moment for me, and I'm really happy that they all got that platform. My only hope for them is that they utilize it well. Meanwhile, on this video, I will be telling you all about why you should vote. Why you should vote for the person who deserves to win Nigerian Idols 2021. Now, no doubt, the 2 young men we have as the top finalists, the top 2, they are very, very extremely talented. But we have the case of who you think should win and who you know deserves to win. Okay, so we're going to be tackling today's video from those 2 angles. So everybody buckle up, prepare yourselves, and let's start. Before we start this video proper, it would be unfair of me, like absolutely rude of me, if I do not acknowledge all of your kind support, your kind words on the video I posted last night. I'm talking about my interview with Faith Jason. Guys, the love on the comment section of that video, it is mind-blowing. It is mad. I was reading the comments and I was just smiling all through. And then Faith Jason too has been reading the comments, and he's amazed. Like, he's so amazed that he's got that much love and support from you, the viewers. Guys, listen, thank you so much. This is so encouraging. This is so inspiring for us to do better. For those of you that are loving my intro, thank you so much. I told you I was working on something big, and hey, here it is. And I am super, super proud of myself. And I am thankful to all of you for loving that intro. And listen, guys, a lot of you have been saying that, Glory, we need more of this kind of videos. Glory, we need you to interview more celebrities and blah, blah, blah. Guys, listen, it costs a lot. It costs a lot, yeah. It costs a lot of money to put together stuff like that. It also involves a lot to get some of these celebrities on board because they are very, very busy people. Some of them are signed on to management, so one has to go through the hurdles of meeting their management, doing this, doing that. So it takes a very, very long hurdle. So I will try my best to deliver, but don't worry, it's not going to be flowing like every single day, but I will try my best to deliver as you all have requested. And on the other side, I told you guys on Saturday, it involves a lot of resources putting together stuff like this. And guys, I need your support. That is why we have my merch store there. That is why we have my channel's membership there. Guys, please support. If you want to support, if you want to see this channel move to the permanent site, yeah, to do great things like that, please support in any way you can. All right, thank you very much. Now let's start the video proper. Last night's show started with an opening performance from the top 8 out of the top 11 finalists of this season's Nigerian Idols. And guys, it was mind-blowing. It was quite interesting. It was quite exciting. Their choreography was amazing. It was quite emotional as well because you get to see people who you felt should have lasted longer on the show, and then they were unduly, eliminated from the show early. I'm talking about people like Faith Jason. I'm talking about people like Dotun, Daniel, Emmanuel, Faith Mark. Guys, those people really, really touched my heart. I was crying for them whilst they were performing on the stage. However, moving on to Kingdom and Francis' performance, wow. they left me paralyzed, emotionally paralyzed, because I was just so confused. Like, wow, how can two people be so extremely talented? Their performance took a different turn. They did not perform the regular twice that they would normally do on the show. So this time around, they were allowed to perform 3 times. The first performance was just the regular performance that they have prepared for the show. The second performance is a song that these contestants have chosen as their best performance of the season. And then the third performance was a song that the judges have selected as their own favorite of the season. And so the competition started again. First song that Kingdom performed was Say Something. That song is so beautiful. That song, the kind of energy that kind of song needs, it does not need any kind of aggressive energy. And that is one beautiful thing about Kingdom when he sings. He understands the techniques of music. He understands how to channel his voice at the right time for any given song that he used to sing. And the kind of energy that he channeled into performing that particular song, guys, for me, it was completely perfect. There was no single flaw on that song, at least none that I could see. It was just completely perfect. And then the second song that he performed was In the Jungle. Now, guys, remember back that particular episode of Nigerian Idols when the contestants were required to perform certain kind of songs, I think from, is it all over Africa or where, I can't remember. And Kingdom performed this particular song, In the Jungle. For those of you who have watched Lion King, the movie, you would remember, I mean the old Lion King, not the new one that Beyonce has almost all the tracks in the movie. I'm talking about the old Lion King. That particular song, you know, In the Jungle, it's a legend. That song has lived for so long. Sometimes I feel like the song is even older than me. And the beauty about Kingdom's performance of that song was he brought in a different personality. He brought in a different charisma. His stage presence, his stage confidence has evolved so much that, guys, to be very honest, he gave that performance in a mind-blowing way by introducing the dance steps of the actual singer of the song. And guys, that made it so beautiful to watch. The way he was moving, the way he was dancing on the stage. Guys, to be very honest, I was actually impressed because it's as if for every single show, Kingdom keeps bringing a new side to himself. He came onto the show as a very shy young man, but then now, his performances, guys, they are something else to look forward to. So his second rendition of this In the Jungle song, guys, he performed it way better than the way he performed it the first time he sang it on that stage. And guys, all the judges were wowed. They were wowed, they were amazed, they were speechless. She was speechless, yeah. She was speechless at some point. The third song that Kingdom performed was Just the Way You Are by Justin Bieber. And I was quite surprised that the judges selected that song as their favorite performance from Kingdom for the entire season. I was actually thinking it was the Fela's song, I No Be Gentleman, you know, because everybody kept on saying that, oh, Kingdom came out of his shell with that song. Kingdom killed that particular song. So I was quite surprised when they chose Justin Bieber's song. But regardless, Kingdom floored that song again, hands down. Guys, to be very honest, sometimes I feel like I am short of words to describe how Kingdom performs on the stage because the guy is just so good. He used every single word possible to describe his style of singing and performing. And guys, to be very honest, he brought out that genius in him all over again last night. There was no single flaw. He gave each song that he performed last night the proper temperament, the proper energy, the proper emotion. He interpreted the emotions of the song to perfection. And for me, guys, there was no single flaw to be noticed. Francis, he performed So High by John Legend. He performed Please Forgive Me, I think by Michael Bolton. And then he also performed Sexual Healing. Guys, you know what really amazed me about Francis' performances? Number one, So High is from one of my all-time favorite music artists, that's John Legend. And the way his voice boomed from that stage, man. See, I do not mind just having Francis calling me up every day on the phone and just singing lyrics to me. I will live for that. Like, that's just what I want to hear. For Francis' performance, guys, each of the songs that he performed, he showed a different personality of himself in each of those songs. You know, we saw the Lover Man, we saw the lover that was begging, and then we also saw the lover that was quite hopeful, you know, wanted to fly so high. I mean, that's the best way I can put it. But Francis' performance, guys, he doesn't do too much. That is the thing, and I completely agree with what Shay said. He didn't have to do too much, but he was able to interpret the emotions behind each of the songs that he was given to perform. And for me, guys, that was just so beautiful. And I also noticed that with both Kingdom and Francis, maybe as a result of the fact that they've been performing every Sunday back to back, rehearsing every week, their breath control is now seriously under control. Yes, that's just it. It is now so well placed that now they can sing at length without even getting exhausted. Because for each of the songs that they sang, it came with using so much energy. So one would be scared that, oh my God, I hope they don't get exhausted before they move on to the next song. But guys, it was quite interesting to see that they kept the same energy all through their performances. And that is what actually excited me about last night's performance. But before I go on to talk about why you should vote for who deserves to win, let's take a moment to talk about Akuna. Akuna's elimination last night really got me. It got me really emotional as well. And to be frank with you all, I can't say that I saw it coming or I did not see it coming. But one thing I knew for a fact was that one person would definitely have to go. But the good thing is, at the end of the day, she was given that chance to stay till the top 3 because she deserved to. I knew it was going to be a tough fight. I knew that for the top 2, Kingdom was definitely going to make it to the top 2. I knew, you know, but it was now between Francis and Akuna. And at that point in time, I lost sight of who was going to be safe to get to top 2 because I knew it was going to be a struggle. It was going to be a tough one, aside the voting process and every other thing. Her last final performance on that stage, oh my God. She performed Adele's Fire. Oh my God. She even performed it way better than the way she performed it the last time she sang it on the show. Guys, and I love what Ike said, that if they were looking for a star, she just proved herself with that last performance. And guys, to be very honest, I am definitely looking forward to Akuna hosting us to a live concert, a live show. Her voice is going to go a long way. And I hope that she does not just stop here. Akuna still needs to show herself out there in the world. And guys, to be very honest, that voice is not going to fizzle out anytime soon. Now, in case you do not understand the singing styles of both Kingdom and Francis, I will explain them to you, and hopefully that helps you make an informed decision when voting. And guys, remember, voting has been extended from now till Thursday night, 9 p.m. Afterwards, the lines will be closed. And also, guys, you can vote via DSTV website. Yes, you can vote via SMS. And then there's also a third way. I would look for that way and just put it here on the screen so that you can see it all. Now, guys, for Kingdom completely understands the rudiments of music. He understands the rudiments of showmanship. He understands the rudiments of performing. I mean, at least now you can see that his confidence level has tripled. You're talking about an individual that understands the techniques of music, that understands the techniques of singing, that knows when, how, where, why, the 5 W's and H of how to use different techniques, to use their voice, you know, in singing. Then you are looking at Kingdom. Kingdom has groomed himself, whether off the show or on the show, but he has been able to groom himself to that level where he ensures that he gives nothing but the best. The way he portrays his emotions through the songs that he performs, the way he delivers the songs, the way he channels his voice to elevate your soul, your spirit to that level where you say, okay, yes, I am satisfied with this guy's performance, guys. It takes a lot of guts. It takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of vocal prowess. It takes a lot of emotions to translate that into singing. And Kingdom definitely has been delivering on that level back to back, guys. There's no two ways about it. Another beautiful thing is the way Kingdom sings. He takes you on a journey through his voice, of course. through his mannerisms on the stage, through his charisma on the stage, through his comportment on the stage. Guys, he takes you on a journey. And that is why last week I said that I do not agree with Cobhams. When Cobhams said that, oh, at the beginning of Kingdom's performance, he did not do very strongly. It was towards the end of the song that he was able to relate with Kingdom's performance. And I'm like, no, Cobhams, I do not agree with that at all. In as much as I respect Cobhams' opinion when it comes to music, yes, but I did not agree with that at all. Because guys, listen, I have been in the business of singing before. Yeah, I stopped at some point, and if there's anything I have learned is when you are starting certain songs, there are different energy levels to starting different songs. And that is one beautiful thing about Kingdom. He understands how to portray his energy level according to how the song requires him to do it. And guys, that is professionalism at its finest. You can't beat that. That wins all the time. Take for instance, the first song he sang yesterday, Say Something. You did not expect him to start the song by say something, I will. No, if he starts the song that way, you will find it offensive and noisy. So for songs like that, the kind of energy needed to start a song like that is a very, very calm, flowy kind of energy that gradually helps you to ease your way into the emotions of the song. And that is something Kingdom does every single time. He knows how to start a song, he knows how to carry the song, and he knows how to finish the song on a very, very high level and then finally end the song on the appropriate note. Oh, talking about notes, guys, have you heard the crazy notes that he runs when he sings? He runs some amazing scales at the right time. He does not misplace any single scale. For every single note that he hits, guys, it comes in at the right time. And another beautiful thing that you guys should also notice about Kingdom is his humility. He knows that he is very, very talented. He knows that he's very, very skilled in the art of music, singing and performance and showmanship. One thing you will never see Kingdom do on the stage is to boastfully perform. Because guys, to be very honest, there are ways that people actually boastfully perform, and when people boastfully perform like that on stage, they end up flopping their performance. They end up not connecting directly to the emotions of their audience. And that is why Kingdom's own style of performance is quite unique. You can relate with him. He takes you on a journey, as I have said, and he gives you a soft landing. In fact, however you want it, he gives you a soft landing, or if you want it on a high note, he drops it on a high note. One more thing, guys, that I personally have noticed about Kingdom that I am even predicting is Kingdom is the sort of person, the sort of artist that will blow, that will become very, very rich, that will become a millionaire and still retain his humility. Why? Because he has always been a very, very humble person from the get-go. He's always been down to earth. And guys, that is one thing that a lot of music artists in Nigeria today lacks. And guys, to be very honest, we need to see people who remember their roots, people who remember where they are coming from. In a nutshell, for Kingdom, Kingdom's kind of singing is relatable. It is relatable. His voice does not sound like anybody's voice, but when you listen to his voice, when you listen to the lyrics that he sings out, it is very much relatable. You find the personality in Kingdom that you can say that, I recognize that. I recognize that emotion. I can deal with that kind of energy. That is what I'm talking about, relatability. His kind of voice, guys, oh my God. It's very, very soothing to the ears. It is very, very soothing. You can listen to his voice and believe that, yes, this is real. This is not a fine-tuned version of a singer. This is real. And guys, that is why Kingdom deserves to win. Now, moving on to Francis. Okay, I hope we're ready. Francis has a storyteller's voice. Francis' voice is rich. Francis' voice is convincing. You'll notice I'm using some of the words that Cobhams used, yeah? Francis' voice is believable. In terms of musical techniques, he does not really stand a chance when it comes to Kingdom, to be very, very frank with you all. He does not really stand a chance. But one thing he has, and which he constantly uses to play to his advantage, is the richness of his voice, is the authority that his voice commands whenever he opens his mouth. Now, the kind of voice that Francis has, guys, as I said before, it is so versatile. He can literally try to sing anything he wants to sing in his own way. Yes. The guy's voice is so convincing, and according to Cobham, so believable that even though you are blind, just like Cobham's, when he sings, you can definitely believe what he is singing. And just like Kingdom, his voice also takes you on a journey. His voice narrates an experience to you. His voice narrates and explains and interprets an emotion to you, and you have no choice but to accept what you are hearing, whether you think it's the truth or not. But because of the source that it is coming from, you have no choice but to believe it hook, line, and sinker. That is why Francis' voice is absolutely believable. About his showmanship, guys, oh my god, the way he expresses himself, the way he carries himself on the stage, the way he performs, guys, that is another beautiful skill that we have seen on this season's show. His performances so far on the show has always been on point. He has never really flopped on any of his performance. And guys, to be very honest, even though there are days when you feel like, oh, he's not doing great, bam, he comes back the next week, bouncing back, and he's doing great, and he is delivering like he never left before. Guys, that is what we're talking about, people who have evolved on the show. He has really, really evolved. Fine, he came in right from the auditions with, you know, that great voice, that great baritone. He came in, people were expecting a lot from him, but looking at his journey so far, from the auditions till now, of him being in the top 2, guys, well deserved. The guy has worked so hard. He has worked extremely hard to get to where he is. He deserves that spot that he's got. Francis' voice is so reassuring. His kind of music is the sort that when you listen to it when you're having a bad day, you just feel reassured all of a sudden. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to beat about the bush, but that is why Francis Atela deserves to win Nigerian Idols. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that a lot of you watching this video right now, you have your own perception. You have created your own list as to why either Kingdom or Francis deserves to win Nigerian Idols. Guys, what I have just done is to give you pointers as to what you should look out for in any of these 2 contestants when you are voting. So in addition to your own list, guys, choose your pick and please vote for the person you believe deserves to win. That's all for this particular episode of Frankly Speaking with Glory Elijah. I know a lot of you are burning right now like, oh Glory, why didn't you tell us who to vote for? Why didn't you tell us who your fave is? Guys, listen, I have my fave and I'm going to vote for my fave, okay? But as I said, let these words that I have spoken, let it guide you, you know, in addition to your own pointers as to who you want or who you believe deserves to win this season of Nigerian Idols. And I will see you all on another episode of Frankly Speaking with Glory Elijah. Have an amazing new week. Have an amazing Monday. Bye.